Arnold, when are you coming to see Dad?
Darn, I'm really busy now. I don't know when I'll be able to go.
That's what you said last time, and you never come. Dad's already been in the hospital for 6 months.
He's been in there for 6 months and he's not getting any better. Isn't it too late?
Don't say that! Do you have to be so straightforward?
So that's really the deal?
And that's why you need to come see him. Don't you understand?
He doesn't want to see me. He only considers you to be his child.
I don't think so. How much has he done for you in the past? You really should be the one taking care of him now.
I told you, I'm busy. Even my wife is out working now. We don't have time to spare like you.
I have enough things on my plate too, you know? You went to college for 2 extra years, and Dad is the one that paid for it. He even repaid the debt you made from doing who knows what. It should be a priority to take time out to come see him.
All right. I'll go when I can. You seem to be trying to criticize me. But think about it. It's Dad that raised me like this.
Huh?
Mom died when we were still in elementary school, and we were left alone at home. We were deprived of a normal family life. Bailing me out is the least he can do. I became like this because I was deprived of love.
Are you serious? Dad did the best he could to raise us while working. He came to our school events. He always took us on a trip during vacations.
Like I said, that's the least he can do. All parents are obligated to do that. He never did anything special.
Put yourself in his shoes. After knowing what it's like to work for a living, do you think you can raise kids and do chores while working on your own? I'm able to appreciate what he did for us, now that I'm out working.
Yeah. Ruby, stop trying to be such a good little girl.
That's so not the point right now.
You were raised with more care than me anyways. That's why you see him differently.
Dad raised us both the same.
Uh-huh. He was always hard on me. I only have memories of him scolding me.
That's because you were a bad kid. Stealing, getting arrested. It's all your doing. You were even held back in college for skipping too many classes.
The rashness of youth. Everyone goes through that kind of stuff.
Not me. Anyways, what's important is to reflect on what you've done, good or bad.
Yeah, you'll never understand how I feel.
Of course I won't. I'm not you. But I can still imagine. You were just easy on yourself.
Yeah, you're such a good girl and I'm just a failure. Think what you want.
Don't be such a child. Don't expect to have much more time to see him. You really should have a talk with him, for the both of you. I know your relationship with him wasn't great these past years. But this is your last chance.
Okay, I got you. I'll go when I can. I'm busy, don't bother me anymore. You really irritate me.
Arnold! Answer my call!
What do you want? I'm tired from work.
Dad's in critical condition. He might not make it past tonight.
Is that so?
That's all you have to say? You're not coming?
I'm busy tomorrow too. I need to rest.
This really might be your last chance.
Is he even conscious?
No.
Then what's the point? There's nothing to talk about anyways.
Just come. Be by his side.
That's what you're there for. He'll probably die from shock if I suddenly show up.
Don't joke around. Please, just come.
My wife's tired too. And she takes forever to get ready. It'll be too late.
You don't need any preparations, right? Just come alone for now. Coming alone is enough.
Nah, I can't. I've been forgetting to renew my driver's license. She has to drive me.
Just call an Uber.
That's a waste of money.
I'll give you the money, so just get over here.
I told you I'm not going.
This might be your last chance.
I really don't give a crap. That old fart.
What?
I haven't told you this, but I went to ask him for money like right before he got hospitalized, but he turned me back. Now I'm drowning in debt.
You were trying to borrow money again?
Yeah, I needed it for investing.
Why would you invest money you don't have?
I was just trying to repay him for all that he's done for me. I needed to make an investment for that, but he let me down.
You don't repay someone by asking them for more money. What's wrong with you? It's all on you.
Whatever. It's because of him I have this debt now.
How is it his fault?
By the way, how much can I expect to inherit from him?
I don't know. How could you worry about inheritance at a time like this?
I think this is the time to be worrying about inheritance. You must know, there's no way he hasn't discussed it with you. Tell me.
I heard it's like $760,000.
Whoa, seriously? Just half of that would be enough for me.
Don't get your hopes up.
Is that why you were so devoted to taking care of him? You should have told me he had so much. I would have helped too.
That's not my intention.
Then can I have it all?
Go ahead. I don't need any money.
Ruby, don't forget you said that, okay? You'd better waive your right to inheritance and tell me when he dies. I'll go to the funeral.
You're despicable. What's with that condolence money? Are you out of your mind?
What? Because it was 32 cents? That's more than enough for him. At least I went to the damn funeral.
Go to hell.
Dad's the one going to hell. If he lent me the money, I would have been able to pay my condolences.
You and your wife seem to be dressed quite nicely, despite you drowning in debt. And you rolled up in a luxury car. Do you really have debt? If you can afford those things, you should be able to pay more than you did.
I bought those in anticipation of inheritance money. After all, it is $760,000.
Quite some splurging. And you haven't even received the inheritance yet. You two are something.
It's gonna be all mine in a matter of time. Don't tell me you're having second thoughts.
No.
Good. 'Cause it's too late now.
How low can you get? I'm cutting ties with you.
Good riddance. I don't have to worry about you begging me for money later. All you do is nag. I don't need you in my life.
Very well. See what happens. I don't care anymore. Paperwork concerning Dad is all done. I officially have no ties with you now. Don't ever contact me again. Goodbye.
Hold up. What about the inheritance?
Inheritance?
The $760,000. The paperwork's done, right? I don't see the money in my account.
Of course. The $760,000 is debt.
Debt?
Yes, $760,000 in debt.
What do you mean, debt? Dad wouldn't have debt.
It's probably because of all the trouble you cost him. It's not my problem. Goodbye.
Wait, so I'm not getting $760,000?
Yeah, you now owe it.
You must be kidding me. You said he had money, so I went out and bought all this stuff. You tricked me.
You're the one dumb enough to spend money you have yet to receive. It's not my problem.
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Why should I have?
Because that's common sense.
Don't lecture me about common sense. After you only paying 32 cents for condolences?
I has no money because of him.
But you go out and buy brand clothing in a luxury car? You make no sense. And of course, you never ended up coming to see him. You two are nuts.
Are you being serious about this debt? What's gonna happen to me?
Well, at least it's not actually $760,000 anymore. Part of it is paid off with the insurance money.
Good. You scared me. How much was his insurance money?
$530,000. So you only owe $230,000. Good thing, right? A lot less than before.
Why am I the one stuck with his debts?
Because I've waived my rights. You told me to do so, remember? So you're the only one left.
I said that thinking I was getting money. How could you? I refuse to inherit debt.
Then go ahead and waive your rights. I've done what I needed to do.
How do you do it? Shouldn't you take care of that part too?
I did what was my duty. Why do I have to do paperwork for you? Do it yourself.
Because you're my sister.
I told you, I'm cutting ties. We're not siblings anymore.
But you're the one taking care of him, so you should do it. I don't understand that stuff.
Don't come to me all of a sudden. When Dad collapsed, when he got hospitalized, it was all on me. Even the funeral. I did everything myself. I don't want to be associated with someone as heartless as you.
Sorry I made you do it all, but you knew my relationship with Dad wasn't good.
But he was still your father, and he cared for you. He paid for your tuition and debt. It's you who destroyed the relationship. And you go and make it his fault? I won't forgive you.
Ruby, calm down. I was so in need of money, I got carried away. You know how men can be so egotistic. I couldn't show face after all we went through.
But you still expect to receive money? That's amigo. You're just making excuses.
All right, I promise to become a new man. I'll go pay a visit to Dad's grave. So come on, help me with the paperwork.
Just go and consult an attorney. I had to depend on an attorney too.
That'll cost money.
How about you sell your car and luxury clothes?
I can't do that. My wife would kill me.
Then you'll have to do it yourself. Though it won't be easy. By the way, you have to do it within 3 months of his death.
What? I only have 2 months left?
Yep.
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
And what about the money I spent? Is it gonna come back?
Huh? What are you saying? Of course it's not coming back. You really just don't learn. You made that debt. It's your responsibility.
I can't repay this. I've already spent like $90,000.
Idiot. You're pathetic.
Come on, Ruby. You have a good job, but you must have some savings. Can't you lend me some?
Now you're coming to me for money?
You're the only family I have. I only have you to depend on.
You're not family anymore.
Please, Ruby. I'll never go splurging again. I'll work hard and repay you.
You said the same thing to Dad, but you never fulfilled your promise. I'm not kind enough to lend you money.
Come on. I'll do anything. Don't abandon me.
You have no more family to depend on, and it's your own fault. I don't need a brother that just comes begging me for money. Don't ever contact me again. You're completely useless to me. In fact, you're just a nuisance. My brother and his wife had quite a dispute over the inheritance. She threatened to divorce him if he sold the car and clothes. And while they were disputing, the time limit to waive rights had passed. So my brother got stuck with a $230,000 debt. My brother had no choice but to file for bankruptcy. And that triggered an ugly divorce battle. She also has the debt she made with my brother, so she can't become debt-free. But I think she realized that being with my brother would not do her any good. I don't know how things turned out, but I doubt it's any good. I actually wish for them to suffer for a while. I was shocked about my father's debt. But maybe it was his way of preventing my brother from receiving any inheritance? He would know what would happen if my brother had received a hefty sum of money. I only wish he is happily spending time with my mother in heaven. I cannot deny that I was lonely as a child with no mother, but I know how much love I received from my father. It is thanks to him I am where I am today. I will not forget to be grateful for what I have. If I continue to live down to earth, I believe I will be just fine.
Evelyn, was the graduation ceremony today? I just went to the high school and there's no graduation ceremony sign. And it didn't really seem like today was it. I thought you'd been spending all morning getting ready for it, but I never thought you'd really be fooled. What do you mean, fooled? Oh, it looks like the graduation ceremony has been postponed. Wait a minute, what do you mean, postponed? It's not a graduation ceremony today. We're free to go to school, so I'm with my friends. Again? What do you mean, again? You lied to me about the date of our parent-teacher conference. You made it impossible for me to go. Did I? I don't remember that. I mean, the parent-teacher conference and the graduation ceremony can only be attended by the family members. Didn't you know that? I'm your mother. My dad is the only family I have. Are you still acting like a rebel? You're just another one of those women who live on my dad, right? Why did he remarry someone like you? If this was the case, I'd rather have an ex-mom who never said anything to me. You were so supportive when we got married. Well, in front of my dad at least. I'm a good girl in front of him. Yeah, I know. It's amazing how different you can be. Women are scary. Maybe I'll be an actress in the future. So I guess today's graduation ceremony was a lie, and we're having it on another day. Well, I'm going home then. I'll ask my dad to come to the real graduation, but you're not wanted there, you know. I don't want a stranger who isn't family to come. Why do you hate me so much? If I don't like something, I don't like it. Don't be so obnoxious. You're an eyesore in my house. And the food tastes bad just because I think you made it. I really hate it when you flirt with my dad. I'm not flirting with him. He used to do everything I asked. But since you came, he doesn't listen to me anymore. I know you're the one who's been bad-mouthing me. That's not true. We're just strangers. You don't even think of me as your daughter. Because I consider you as my daughter, I'm telling you with all my heart that you can't do what you can't do. That's because you don't like me. And you don't need to like me. I hate you too. I'd be happier if you'd get out of my house. Why don't you and Dad get a divorce, you old hag? How can you say that? Accepting whatever the child wants is not love. Parents have to teach them what they can't do. Don't act like a mother. You are a stranger to me. I don't have time for strangers. My friends and I are going to the amusement park. So don't interrupt me. Amusement park? Do you have that kind of money? You said the day before yesterday you wanted money because you used up all your allowance. Well, I know where the cash is in the house. Don't tell me it's the house money. Evelyn, I told you to manage with the allowance we set aside every month. I told you that already. What's wrong with $300? $300? Don't tell me it's for food. The admission fee went up recently. If you buy merchandise and food in the park, I'd need this much. Think of it as my graduation present. Okay, I'm off. Wait a minute, Evelyn. If it's your high school graduation gift, I gave you enough money for your graduation trip. Evelyn. How was the graduation ceremony? She lied to me again. Lied? It's the same as the parent-teacher conference. The real graduation date is next week. But didn't we have handouts and stuff? She must have rewritten the schedule and made a new one. It's easy with a copier. Again? I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you through. I spoiled her too much until I married you. I understand how you feel, John. Because Evelyn's real mother didn't have much love for her child. You must have loved her. Besides, if it was a daughter with a male parent, sometimes there are things that can't be helped. After I married you, I realized that listening to whatever Evelyn wants wasn't the way to love her. I've tried to raise her strictly as a parent since then, but I guess it was too late for that. Evelyn was already in middle school when I remarried you. It's never too late. We've worked very hard on her. I'm not recognized by Evelyn as her mother, and that's my fault. Don't worry, I'm a strong person. Thank you, Anna. I still can't believe Evelyn lied to you. I really think it's her problem. I'm afraid that one day she'll do something big, something that can't be undone, and I'm always worried about that. Right now she still lives at home, and she doesn't plan to live alone after university, so we can still help her. But I'm worried about what will happen when she starts working. If she does something like that again, I have a plan. A plan? If the way I've been doing things so far doesn't work for her, then I'll have to change my ways, won't I? Well, by the way, she said she only wants you to come to the graduation ceremony. Just me? She said I'm a stranger, not family, so she doesn't want me to come. When I get home, I want to see all the messages you and Evelyn exchanged. Huh? Why? What she's sending you, what she's saying to you. I bet she sent you worse things than a stranger would, right? As his father, I need to know. I understand. But if you went through her messages without her permission, I'm sure she'd be very angry. And that would be quite the opposite of what we want. So please don't mention anything about this. Okay. I graduated. At the same time, I also celebrated my birthday and became an adult. I'm finally an adult. I mean, in the end, you and even Dad couldn't attend the graduation ceremony, and I'm really disappointed. Well, I'm glad you didn't come though. Happy graduation and happy birthday. Now that you are an adult, you have to be aware of your actions from now on, and you can't just go around acting like you're the same person you are now. Don't lecture me, old lady. You're just an old lady who depends on my dad's money. How can you lecture me? Old lady. I'm an adult now. I think it's time for your role in this family to end. That's right. I guess there's nothing more I can do for you. Well, I'm going to go hang out with some friends and then I'm going home. But first, I've got some place to go. I'll make it quick. Even though you graduated from high school, don't do anything crazy with your uniform on. Of course I brought a change of clothes. Try not to be too late. Well then, you should get ready to go out. Get ready to go out? I have a surprise for you. I hope you like it. Congratulations. I'm free from today. I'm so happy. You know that freedom comes with responsibilities, don't you? Yeah. Now that you're really a stranger, will you get out of my house? Strangers? I told you, didn't I? I have a surprise for you. I filed for divorce papers for you and my dad. What the? Do you know what you've done? I know what I did. I was preparing to kick the unwanted old lady out of the house. I talked to a friend of mine, and we thought this would be the best thing to do. What did you do with the divorce papers, the signatures, the seals? I know where everything is in the house. I know where all the seals are, and they don't look at the handwriting all the time. That's why my friend's boyfriend and I wrote it for you. That's called falsifying official documents, and it's a very serious crime. No. It's a bigger crime to live under the same roof with a stranger. I graduated high school, and I filed for divorce as a surprise for you. I guess that means I'm graduating from high school, and you're graduating from being a mother too. Then I'm graduating as a father too. What? Graduating as a father? What are you talking about? You used to be my mother. You are speaking with your father now. Don't be silly. I don't care how angry you are about the surprise or the divorce papers, but just because you're mad at me, don't pretend like you're my dad. It's so lame. You've lied to us about everything. Just stop it. I don't care about any of that. I just want you to get the hell out of my house. You're the one who needs to get out of my house, Evelyn. What are you talking about? Can you stop pretending to be my dad? Dad is at work right now. There's no way he can access your phone. I'm logged in on my computer. What? A computer? Before your mother showed me the screen of your messages, it was too much. I have never seen you like that. I asked your mom to share her login ID and password with me, and that is why I was on the computer looking at your mom's message. Wait a minute, really, Dad? You're seriously saying you've been watching all the talks we've been having? I mean, Mom's looking at her phone right now. But at the same time, I'm looking at it on my computer too. And I'm replying to you. No, Dad, this is wrong. What? You can't explain it, can you? It's... So, about the surprise divorce papers, who was that for? For you, Dad. You deserve a better person. Not someone like that. I divorced and remarried because of my selfishness. And I understand that it was hard on you, so I have been doing whatever you wanted. But I knew that it wouldn't be enough for your sake. So I made my own decision to be strict with you like a parent. I'm fine with just you and me, Dad. If you have money to spend on that woman, spend it on me. After all, you don't like it when you're not the center of the attention, right, Evelyn? Then you should be alone. What? Alone? I told you, didn't I? I'm graduating from being a father, and Mom is graduating being a mother too. You're a grown woman now. You can take care of the rest on your own. What are you saying? I'm still a student. I'm going to university, remember? If you want to go to university, you'll have to earn your own tuition and earn your own living expenses. Study while living on your own. That's impossible. You're going to university because you want to study. That's irresponsible of you as a parent. Compulsory education goes until high school. Besides, you don't understand the value of money. I do understand. People who really understand it wouldn't take money out of the house and spend it on entertainment. That bitch told you that too? I told you I saw the messages. You are an adult. You want to go to university to study. You chose to go to university because you wanted to. You're responsible for your own life from here on. My role as your parent ends here. I don't know why you're saying this. With freedom comes responsibility. With choice comes responsibility. That's what it means to be an adult. Happy birthday. I'm rooting for you. If you're rooting for me, Then pay me. I mean, this is terrible. I filed for divorce so that you and I could live together, okay? To keep your love and money for me alone. That's not for me, but it's for your sake, isn't it? You must love me, right? I've been a good girl in front of you. A daughter who can't take care of the people I love cannot be a good person. If you really care about your father, you wouldn't have filed for divorce without permission. I'm going to live with your mother. You go live on your own. I just graduated high school. There's no way I can do that. Go back to your grandma's house for now. What? Grandma's house? Think about what you're going to do before the university entrance ceremony. I'm not letting you in my house anymore. Are you kidding me? I'm seriously cutting you out of my life. Oh no. I'm in trouble. You're not a child anymore. You know what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. This is what you deserve. You brought this on yourself, Evelyn. You should be able to understand how people feel. I am honestly really sad about this result. Dad, I'm sorry. I'll change my mind, so forgive me. You're apologizing to a wrong person. I decided not to spoil you anymore. You're not going to learn from the way I used to do things, so I've decided to change my ways. Think of it as your last chance and be sorry and live with it. I've explained everything to your grandmother. Hey, wait, Dad. Please don't leave me. Dad? Hey, Dad or Mom, whichever you are, just pick up the phone. Your father is driving the car now. Mom, where are you right now? I came home and there's no one here, and there's no luggage. If it's your luggage, I sent it to Grandma's, didn't I? Where's your luggage? We moved. Moved? We're on our way to our new place. Where? I'm not gonna tell you. It's a decision we made together. Have you already decided on university and a place to stay? Of course I can't. I don't have the money. We already paid the admission fee. I can't afford the tuition. Hasn't Grandma given you the bank book with all the New Year's gifts and congratulatory gifts from relatives? This is not enough. Well, that's right. You spent most of your allowance and New Year's gift. I can't even move out, but Grandma says I only have a month left at home, so... Well, I guess she can't keep taking care of you like that. I was going to go to university from home. I wasn't planning on living alone. You're right. Your plan was to get us divorced and live with your father. And enjoy the freedom of university life, right? Please, can you show me where you're going to live? I'm not open-minded enough to live with someone I know hates me. I'm sorry. I can't even go to university, and I don't even have a job, so I'm on the verge of poverty. Well, Grandma is letting you stay at her house for another month, right? I suggest you at least learn to do your chores in the meantime. How can I get you to forgive me? It's not about forgiveness. This is what I call a love whip. This is not love. I was tough on you with love, but you didn't learn anything. This is the last thing we can do for you as parents. Please forgive me. I can't deal with this. The fact that I can't go to university while all my friends are there, or for me to work as a part-timer. Mom, are you listening to me? Hey, Mom! That's strange. Now that you mention Mom, It sounds so weird. Look, I'm sorry about that. So let's get back to normal. Let's be a family again. Back to normal? Back to those days where you called me a stranger and wouldn't accept me as family. Are you saying we'll go back to that time? I'm sorry, but your mother and father are also human beings. We can't accept everything. Please, I said I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the notifications. I'm also blocking you. So from now on, it'll be just you and your dad, minimum contact. Minimum contact? You're on your own. Good luck with your life, Evelyn. In the end, Evelyn, who could not afford the tuition fees, did not enroll in university. My mother-in-law knew the situation, and since she is a strict person, she really lets Evelyn live on her own within a month. She is currently working part-time jobs to make a living, and she has been trying to understand the difficulties of living on her own. A complete change from the irresponsible and free life she used to lead. I hear that she is exhausted by her solitary life,